Oh, there it is.
Whoa, this guy's here? I thought he left.
Oh, no, I'm back. I was just chilling. But I'm
thought
back.
You were gone. I thought you had the whole goodbye speech and everything, man.
Nah.
Shailene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Shailene, please don't take out QB just because you can.
That aged like a fine wine, sir.
Welcome back to Clickbait Sports. We are approaching our first year anniversary of this show. Getting close. I think we started in March of last year, but the planning started the Voltron started assembling about a year ago, and here we are 1 year later. It's been a great year. We made it through an entire NFL season, and now Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley are no more.
Wow.
We outlasted Aaron Rodgers and Shailene, boys. We're moving up in the world.
Can I just say, listen, glad to be back. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks since I've been on Clickbait. I've missed you guys, okay? I have missed you. And I am glad to be back. I'm glad that we made it through the football season. Bro, this is crazy. We've done it. We're here. Five, what are we talking about today? What's on the agenda?
Our big show idea today is we're going to predict the future of Aaron Rodgers as he transitions into whatever he's going to be next season, whether it's a Packer, Bronco, or broken up and whatever. We'll talk about that. My Tiger outfit did not arrive on time, so we'll have to do that either next week or the week after that because Amazon sucks right now. They're not sending in their gear on time. I ordered it immediately after the show last week, and it's still not here. Literally during the show. So, but I think we should punish Brandon this week and make him shave the rest of his face.
Look at me. I'm living a punishment every day.
Are a punishment.
Honestly, when I leave my house, I'm very excited to mask up and go outside.
Honestly,
I go to pick up my
not
daughter.
even notice, to be honest. So I didn't even notice. That's crazy. It looks good,
dude,
though.
I feel like you're gonna wear one of those P100 gas masks that just cover up everything. I feel like you're gonna be Bane.
Yes. Batman, I'm Bane. That's so
after we speculate about Aaron Rodgers, we are going to have a little Super Bowl rundown because we did not get to talk about that while obviously we didn't broadcast between now and when the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
And then we're going to do an off-season primer, talk about the key dates that you guys need to know because it is the off-season. And then we're going to go through a laundry list of items. So first, let us speculate. Let us conjugate. Let us stop, collaborate, and listen.
Man.
Brandon. Okay. I was going to call on Brandon first. What do you think is going to happen with Aaron Rodgers?
I wasn't even going to call him myself. I was going to say, let's go straight to the man, the source, the Packers fan himself.
Oh, he's going to call an audible.
Tom Grassi, let us know. What are your thoughts, my guy? What is happening? Is Jordan Love the future of the Green Bay Packers?
It does seem that after recent events that have nothing to do with Shailene Woodley, but more so because of things that occurred today in which Tom Clements has been hired as the new QB coach who already has a very rich history with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers absolutely loved playing for him, is coming out of retirement. He retired. So now come back and be the new QB coach for the Green Bay Packers. And considering how much of a relationship they do have, I think that, he's most likely going to be back.
So I saw a report. Help me out with this, Tom. You tell me, because I don't know if this is true or not. The report basically was saying that the Packers are so down bad as it relates to the cap situation that one of the only ways that they can get out is if something happens with Aaron Rodgers. Is this true or false?
What do you mean? Well, Aaron Rodgers cannot play on the Green Bay Packers this year under his current deal. It's literally impossible considering how bad our cap space is. He can't. So either we do need to trade him, he needs to retire, or we need to restructure his contract. However, we need to restructure every single contract that we possibly can in order to not even get under the cap, because then we still need to do even more work past that, which is why guys are most likely going to get cut and all that great stuff. So
because you tried
Happy
to pull a LA Rams this year. You tried to go all in.
We did.
By the way, happy birthday video part 97.
Only got halfway in.
I think. What if the Packers just chose to not have a 53-man roster? What if they did 48? Could you have a 48-man roster?
I mean,
why
why don't they let
without
the shareholders come
on?
on?
Without special teams this year, just don't have special teams.
Brandon, but what do you think's going to happen though with Aaron Rodgers? You think he's going to end up on the Broncos, your team?
If he decides to not stay with the Packers, yes.
No, he's coming to the Steelers, and he's going to die under this offensive line.
He could die.
Come to Pittsburgh, Aaron. Come on.
He's going to be a giant next year.
He said he wanted to go to a contender.
Giant Packer.
Be a contender.
No, he said he wanted to go to contender. I don't think any of your teams actually fit that bill.
I mean, we made the playoffs. We luckily made the playoffs. I mean, if it was quarterback, we might do something.
The phone.
I think his breakup actually does signify that he is coming back to the NFL and indeed rules out retirement based on what I read about certain drama in their relationship. And I checked all the websites. I went from TMZ to thedictionary.com to Fox News to MSNBC News. And they all said Shailene Woodley felt a little neglected and that Aaron was putting more time into football than the relationship. So now that the engagement's over, to me, that means Aaron Rodgers is not willing to not commit to football. So he's probably coming back. The longer it goes on, it does seem like it's probably with the Packers, although we got Nathaniel Hackett. We got the weapons to get him. We all know that. But honestly, at this point, just end it. I just want it to end. I need to stop wondering.
So Tom says Packers. Brandon, you're saying he's going to stay with the Packers too, and you just want it to end. Correct? Kinda. Is that what we're going with?
I need to move on with my life. Like I have stopped raising my child just until I can sort this out.
You're more dedicated to following Aaron Rodgers than he was to Shailene Woodley.
Right. Exactly.
Tree, what are we saying? We saying?
I mean, I feel like we're all going to be disappointed. Part of me still thinks he retires. And just the way he was talking this past year, I feel like a lot of him is just tired of the NFL's BS. He has nothing really else to accomplish. He has a ring. He has a crap ton of money. I avoided it. See?
He saved. Nice save.
Yeah, I juked it like Aaron Rodgers juked the Super Bowl.
So almost put it in the swear jar.
If you had to say one way or another, he's either going to retire or he's coming back to the Packers, what would you say?
I'd probably say if they can make it work, Packers. But otherwise, he might retire. I mean, the only other team I can see him go to is maybe the Broncos because of the Nathaniel Hackett connection, or maybe Arizona. Maybe he goes there because
why Arizona?
Well, remember Kyler Murray. There's apparently that schism now.
That's some real drama too.
Which I mean, I'm not buying it until he makes a formal trade request. But the fact that that's being leaked, someone in the organization's leaking that, and it might be someone up top trying to get him like a spark under him or something.
Is that on the agenda? You guys mind talking about that right now? Because that is very interesting.
I want to give my speculation on Rodgers.
Okay, so
before we
what about you?
Pivot. Listen, Aaron Rodgers has a lot of. He just won the MVP. Okay, like last year. Okay, last year at this time he was like, I fooled everyone by going out and winning the MVP, right? Like, and he just went out and did it again. Now,
Has-
personally, I think Tom
Has
Brady was the
anybody
MVP.
said that MVP stands for most vaccinated player yet? Has that already
No,
been-
because he would not have won that
That's
the
true.
last year.
No,
If
it's
it was the
that's a
MIP.
Pfizer award, so that's
Yeah.
good.
If it was the most immunized player, he would have been. He would have been, but
MIP.
yes, the
He's
MIP.
the MIP.
But listen, man, I think I don't see a scenario where the pack like it has to be a trade. It has to be to exactly where he wants to be. But there's no way that if the Packers are forced to like cut him, like you know what I mean, like some type of retirement / cut, he would retire a Packer. Like he would just end it. But man, he's got so much football left. There's no way that he just doesn't go out with at least one more shot because now Matthew Stafford has as many rings as he does. Okay, and I don't think he can live with himself with that being the case. That is my opinion.
In my opinion, this is what I was seeing on Twitter. Tom, help guide me. Let me know if this is like off or not. All I saw was the Packers are all in on getting Aaron Rodgers back. They're trying everything. They're pulling out all the stops. And then what I also saw was follow-up. The Packers are just doing this so when Aaron Rodgers leaves, it makes it seem like they were trying their hardest. Is true or not? Which side are you on? Are the Packers actually trying, or are they just doing this for optics?
Well, I mean, yeah, you have the disastrous offseason that was Aaron Rodgers versus the Packers last year, and like that was shade on everybody. Like no one came out looking good. Mark Murphy coming out calling him a complicated fellow was the worst thing he ever said in the history of the world. And there was a lot going on back and forth. So, I mean, that's possible. I think the Clements hire, theoretically, it could be for Jordan Love because the organization is familiar with Clements. And so, like, he did a nice job of fostering Aaron Rodgers and, like, developing him into a great player. So maybe he could do the same with Jordan Love. So there is, like, that side of the coin. I mean, ever since the end of the season, though, every single communication that has come out of the Packers is that they want Aaron Rodgers back.
Why wouldn't they? Like, that'd be the dumbest thing on earth. Why wouldn't you want the league's MVP as your quarterback?
I mean, to answer your question is because they're not going to be able to put a better team on the field than they did last year. I think they're going to put out a worse team on the field than they did last year.
Very true.
You're going to have guys that are going to be healthy, but Rasul Douglas is going to be gone. You're going to have Devondre Campbell likely gone. Who knows what's happening with Devontae Adams? You know, we'll see what happens with him. So Darius Smith and Preston Smith could potentially be like going out the door. Like we have like over 20 free agents right now. So like we're not going to be able to keep all those guys. And like Devondre Campbell is an example of a guy at a position that we've neglected for so long. You know, like we just had a defense, which was the highlight, even though it was only 4 quarters, the highlight of our playoff appearance, you know, this year. So do you want to potentially make the defense weaker? Because I think you're going to have to come down and make a decision of, do you bring back a guy like Devontae Adams, who at minimum is going to be $20 million, or do you bring back a Rasul Douglas, Devondre Campbell, et cetera?
Yeah, but the NFC is going to be like wide open next year. The Rams aren't going to get any better. They're about to lose a lot of people due to cap casualties. You know, of course, somehow, they figure out how to.
You're wrong.
What?
You are wrong.
What?
All right. I found some information about the cap just yesterday.
That it doesn't exist?
Yesterday.
Yeah. From Nick Court on Twitter.
What
He's
did
talking
you
about
find
all
out,
the
Brandon?
teams, all the teams who are, over the cap by a lot of money. And I talked about, I think, the Saints a little while ago. But with simple restructures, he said all of the teams that are over the cap can get back under the cap pretty easily.
Except who?
One exception is the Packers.
Correct.
Packers are in are having real issues, and Tom's been talking about this for like 2 years now.
That is
that this was
accurate.
a reckoning year. Like every other week on GPS, we've talked about like the cap for the Packers is a real issue. So the Rams, the Saints, all of those teams can get back under. A couple of them can create a lot of space once they do get back under. So I don't think you have to really worry about those. Specifically, the Rams was restructures to Stafford, Ramsey, Kupp, Floyd, Woods, and Donald. They'll be fine, and that's bringing back a lot of your core players.
I have a question though. Isn't there a downside to restructuring? Like, if you're that athlete, don't you put off getting your money to a later date?
Well, a lot of the times, how the Cowboys structure their deals is they front load a lot of their contracts.
Yeah.
So you're getting paid immediately the big bucks, and then it's like they are voiding the years down on the end. And some of these contracts even have voidable contract years in them. So a lot of people are getting creative with how they're doing these types of deals now, specifically for cap issues.
Yeah, you also have to consider like you can convert it into a signing bonus and like push it back a year if you need be. So that's usually more a traditional restructure. So the signing bonus like doesn't count against the cap or as much against the cap. I think it's more base salary. Yeah. So either they spread it out further. So the cap hit doesn't count. It counts less this year, but there's a little more added the next couple.
Well, that's what restructuring is, right? So you're taking that signing bonus and you're converting a lot of the base play to signing bonus, and you can convert it over to later years in that contract. The problem with a guy like Aaron Rodgers is his last year because they voided that the next year. So like he needs like a whole new world over here. You know, Devontae Adams, again, like he's an unrestricted free agent. We can franchise tag him, but that's going to cost at least $20 million. And again, our only guys on the roster who are wide receivers right now are Randall Cobb, who's going to get cut, Amari Rodgers, and Juwan Winfrey. That's it. MBS is an unrestricted free agent. Allen Lazard, I think he's an exclusive rights free agent, or he's just a restricted free agent. And then Malik Turner, another guy. Like there's like so many holes at wide receiver just to begin with. I have no idea how the hell they're going to bring anybody back. MBS.
I mean, since we're on free agents, so we all just go and talk about our team's free agency situation. I only bring this up because CeeDee Lamb this man has been trending for the past 2 days on Twitter. Because the Cowboys cap situation, it's not the best, but we're not the Packers. Okay. Exactly. We have a lot of things that we can do. We can restructure Dak's contract. We can restructure Ezekiel Elliott's contract, some of these other people's contracts. So the question then is, what are we going to do with Michael Gallup? Do we bring Michael Gallup back? Amari Cooper is hitting for $20 million. What are we going to do with Amari Cooper? So a lot of Cowboys fans right now are living in la-la land, pie in the sky, because that report came out. You don't
say.
Oh, yes, I do say. A report came out linking Kyler Murray said he wants to play with his friend CeeDee Lamb. Kyler Murray met with management at Arizona, and he went up to them and he said, one of the things that I want to play with my friend CeeDee Lamb. As a response to this, they said potentially they could offer DeAndre Hopkins. Okay.
I don't know how Dallas would take that straight up. DeAndre is older. You're going to have to add a pick or two.
Yeah.
Bro, what are y'all on about? Stop it. We are not trading CeeDee Lamb for DeAndre Hopkins.
He's your future. Yeah. He's your future at wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb.
Like that Kadarius
You're going to lose Amari Cooper
talk.
At some point.
So it's like we're going to have to make a decision, though. Do we bring back Michael Gallup, right, coming off an injury? He wants to get paid. He says he deserves it, and he's right. This man has been balling for us. Or do we let go of Randy Gregory, right? He needs to get paid. Someone's going to pay him. This man has had a great year.
I'd take Randy Gregory.
And then you got Dalton Schultz. So one of those people, we can't keep all three of those people. One of those people is going to have to go. Is it Dalton Schultz? Randy Gregory?
Didn't Gallup get hurt though? Isn't he coming
Gallup
off an
Gallup's
injury?
on ACL.
So he's coming off
like he's got some
ACL
question
injury.
marks.
That's a big one.
Like, yeah.
Because it happens.
Tight end free agent market is wild this season. It's wild. There's so many tight ends that are going to be available.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brandon, what's the Broncos situation looking like though? Cap wise,
the Broncos can do pretty much whatever they want in the cap.
Also, shouts out to Patrick Surtain. Listen, I said the Cowboys, I wanted Patrick Surtain. You
Yes,
see why, Brandon? You see why I wanted to draft this man.
Dude, we both hit. Hey, the Cowboys and the Broncos hit with their rookie draft picks.
We really did. We really did.
Well, I remember, Brendan, you flipping out because you didn't get Justin Fields in that draft. So,
yeah, I wanted a quarterback, and I still want a quarterback. They still need a quarterback.
They still need a quarterback.
But would you rather have Pat Surtain or Fields right now?
Right now, Pat Surtain, but that's because I think this year's quarterback draft is underrated. So I just did a whole podcast about Carson Strong, and I think the Broncos can get him. So the Broncos have a ton of cap space. We know that. But instead of talking about the Broncos cap, what I'm going to show you is, do you guys see the video, Matthew Stafford and the reporter that fell off the stage?
God.
Yes.
That poor lady fractured her spine.
Yes.
She's just pulling back. So you know it's the back.
See, all right. Listen, look. Stafford's getting cooked for walking away because this girl fell off the stage. He is not a medical professional, right? He doesn't know what to do. He's gonna touch that woman and make it worse. I feel for Matthew Stafford because I would look like all he would be doing is just looking at her in pain. So he just walked away from the situation. Like, I cannot help here. There are more trained people. I'm probably drunk. I'm going to fall too. The franchise that just won the Super Bowl does not need their star quarterback getting hurt, chasing some poor photographer who just fractured her spine.
Yeah,
That's
she said
crazy.
she's all right. As all right as you can be
just
when you
all
fracture your
right.
spine. But she tweeted before that she was waiting in line at the ER, that her cameras were broken, and fractured
cameras.
spine sounds horrible, but I don't think I think it's
those
bad. but
cameras
not
are pricey, especially in
Did
the
she
pro leagues.
not? Did she
That's a
hurt
couple
her
$1,000.
coccyx?
And the Staffords are going to pay for all of her medical expenses.
Oh, did they
they're
come out
in
and say that?
communication. Yeah, they tweeted that they're paying for
Wow.
everything. But what the crazy thing about this clip is you see Stafford just mouth, "Oh my God," right before he turns.
Oh my god! It's like nope. It's
Yeah,
like
he's
one of those
like, I'm out.
NPCs and have you ever played Oblivion and then
Was that his
everyone
wife
gets,
next to
shit,
him?
get,
Yeah, that's
panicked?
his wife.
That's what people expected of Matthew
It's
Stafford.
like
His wife at least went over to be like, "Oh my God, is everything okay?" I think
I
that's
heard
why
he
people
was.
are. No one's
have
expecting
you
Matthew
inebriated?
Stafford to do a swan
It's a
dive
little
off the
inebriated.
stage.
It's like
at
a
that
video
time.
game AI character. It's like there's one reaction and it goes, "Oh my god," and then they trigger another reaction. And he just walks away and drinks a bottle of water. It's like sounds about right.
Speaking of lip reading, I have another clip here.
Oh wow!
It's of first of all, hold on, we'll talk about that after this. But here's another clip of Patty Mahomes at the Texas Tech basketball game with his fiance still, who I think has already bore one of his children.
Yep.
Apparently, lip readers said that after he said something like they're going to take me off the court or on the court. And he says something about resting B face. Look at her. She says right here. She said, "I have a resting B face." And then she made that face. Now, I don't really care what was being said. I think those are private interactions. But does Patrick Mahomes need some type of intervention where he just does not appear in public with his fiance? Because it always just ends up something
I think he should
press-worthy
quit
between
football.
the two.
He should quit playing football at this point.
Okay.
No, hold on. While we're on Pat Mahomes, okay, we have to discuss this because I just saw this right before I got on here.
I think you're saying
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know.
No. I saw Sam Acho. I like Sam, by the way. I saw this man's list of top 5 quarterbacks, and you know who was not in it? Patrick Mahomes.
Whoa.
Let's discuss.
Clickbait.
Chat. Let's
That's
discuss.
clickbait without calling itself clickbait.
My
At least we have
gosh.
the dignity.
That's
Sam
genius,
Acho,
man.
the same guy. Oh no, okay, that's not
Emmanuel Macho.
No, this is
brother.
Sam
That's his
Acho.
brother.
This
That's
is
his
his
brother.
brother. Okay, I thought Emmanuel Acho. I thought it was the same. Okay. Listen,
Pat Mahomes is not
who were
a
the
top.
5?
This man put
were
Matt
the
Stafford
5?
over
All right.
Mahomes. Bro,
So we have
what?
Matt Stafford.
No
He
look.
put Matt
King of no
Stafford
look
over
passes.
Aaron Rodgers. Over Aaron. All right, bro.
No,
You got it.
no, he said no. Who were the 5? Who were the top 5? In which order?
Josh Allen was number 1.
What? Okay. No
Okay.
rings, Allen. Okay.
Let's look at this. Herbert 2.
Herbert 2. Okay.
Stafford
okay.
3.
Stafford 3.
Rodgers
Okay.
4.
Rodgers 4. And what was
And
the
Burrow 5. Joe Burrow over Super Bowl winning Patrick Mahomes. You have Super Bowl losing Joe Burrow.
Well, that doesn't make any difference.
What is the criteria here? Strongest arm? Because I don't see, because what is the criteria?
They're all good. I mean, they're all really
Yeah,
Type
it's
1
hard
if
to
you
pick.
agree with Acho. Type 2 if you disagree with Acho. And type 3 if you're just here so you won't get fined. Let us know.
I'd switch out Herbert
Remember,
for
so I
Mahomes
won't get fined.
and then put the Broncos.
See, I'd switch
quarterback
out.
in 2020.
I'd switch out Mahomes for Stafford. I don't think Stafford should be that high. I think Stafford's a really good quarterback, but I think he also turns the ball over too much.
Stafford's
Okay,
not in the
look,
same tier
since
as
we're
those
on
other
this,
guys.
we're
They're
on
overrating
Stafford.
him now because of that rank.
Let's talk about this Super Bowl. Okay,
Matthew
we're
Stafford.
here. We watch this.
Greatest
Speaking
quarterback
of Matt Stafford, this man threw 2 interceptions in the Super Bowl. They didn't win because of Matt Stafford. They won in spite of Matt Stafford. What do we think about this Super Bowl?
Listen, I think I said this on all the other streams. It was the most boring, close Super Bowl I've ever seen. Like it was okay. It was predictable at the end. You knew that the Rams were going to take the lead, and you knew that Cincy was going to have a shot to either tie it or win it. But it like the last 15 minutes were just stale, and I never. Maybe it was because we weren't as emotionally invested. Like we didn't care who really won or lost. We were happy with whoever, but I was not palpitating. Like I think I should palpitate.
Tom, what were your instant reactions to the Super Bowl?
It would have helped my channel a lot more if the Bengals won. I mean, I gotta be honest. Like I had no dog.
I think it would have helped all of our channels, dude.
It would have, yeah, because like I have never seen a lack of excitement after a Super Bowl when the Rams won. Like you saw it from Detroit, right? And like, listen, we all joke, like the Rams do have fans, but like they aren't like the biggest fan base. And like it just died. Like it just like completely curtailed off and was like, okay, well that's done now. Like
I feel like it was like kind of predictable because of like the allegation that they bought their championship because they got all of their players in the trade market. They brought in a lot of star players. They didn't build through the draft. Like it kind of reminds me of like a ring chasing sort of team, but
Brandon, instant reaction Super Bowl thoughts.
Just that Matthew Stafford threw the greatest pass in Super Bowl history.
Oh my God! If I see that pass one more time,
it is so good. I can't stop watching it.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes done that at least 5 times, and like
not in a Super Bowl, not in a Super Bowl, not on a game-winning drive. Stafford better than Mahomes. Everybody knows it.
I'm more surprised that the Rams figured out they had Cooper Kupp in their lineup. He did nothing for most of the game.
And both
Cooper Kupp
of
went
Stafford's
off
picks,
that game.
One was an arm punt, the other not his fault.
Here's my thing.
On his name.
Rapid reaction. The Bengals lost this game. The Rams did not win the game. The Bengals lost this game.
No,
when did they lose it?
no,
When did they lose the game? It was a 3rd down. Do y'all remember? Boyd.
They handed a draw to Samaje Perine.
Yeah, that was some bad.
It was a 3rd down.
Diet McVay, baby. That's why I call him Diet McVay.
Misses the catch, and they punt it away. There were several opportunities for the Bengals to win this. They settled for a field goal one time down there. To me, it was so fascinating, the 2 quarterbacks and the injury situations, right? Both of them go down. Both of them stay in. And to me, it was a letdown of the highest order because to me, we're watching this game. They're letting them play. They're letting them go back and forth. You get the missed face mask on Ramsey, which led to, in my opinion, a makeup call
later
on the goal line.
Yes.
That makeup call on the goal line, that phantom hold where he was open-handed, and then you just get a litany of calls after that. I feel like the refs heavily influenced the ending of the game, but the Bengals shouldn't have even been in that place to begin with.
It's just so hard to determine, like, did the Bengals lose it? Well, I mean, I don't know. I think that they were playing with house money, just being there and making it close. Like they had an opportunity. They were up 20-16 towards the end of the game. Like, yeah, should they have won? Probably.
Do you guys think they were screwed? Do you think the refs screwed them 5?
I think it was just predictable. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like the Bengals' offensive line's been terrible all year. They tied the record for most sacks given up.
70
with 7.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if you don't win convincingly, you're always going to be asked those questions. Or the other team that if they blow a lead late, it just seemed predictable to me. Like I felt like the Rams were going to score on that last drive. It wasn't.
I think we all felt like that after like the 5th flag and they're on the 1 yard line, and it seemed like it was a gifted touchdown. But to me, it was that first hold. This is what I'm telling everyone. That first hold was so egregious.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
would
know why
have been
they called
third.
that.
It would have been third down or fourth down, I think.
Yeah, it
would've
would have been fourth down. The problem was like the play before, there was a more egregious hold by Pratt on
Correct.
like the running back.
That's what I thought.
And I'm
was the
sitting there
makeup
like, why
call.
didn't you call that? And you called
Correct.
the borderline stuff.
That's what I thought
Makeup.
the makeup call was, honestly, because like he's all over him that play before, and then not much.
They didn't even show a replay of that for that reason.
The one good thing out of that last series was Eli Apple getting burnt, and my timeline was just amazing. I actually started to feel
They
sorry
are
for Eli
cooking
Apple.
this
You talk
man.
you talk shit, you better be able to back it up.
Oh, there we
They
go.
are
We made it.
cooking
Well,
this
the
36
S bomb
minutes.
is pretty standard, so
36
Pretty standard.
The
It's
S stands
standard.
for
It's not
standard.
actually cussing, you know.
Brandon,
Yeah,
were
it's
the
like-
Bengals robbed?
Nah, they got dominated by Von Miller and Aaron Donald. Like you can't beat those two guys in a Super Bowl. Von Miller, 2-time Super Bowl champion, I believe. Through the he now tied Charles Haley for most Super Bowl sacks at 4.5 through his career. Had the most pressures in the postseason. They just got dominated by a physically superior defense, and just sheer reaction here. Tree, how does this make you feel?
Marcus Mariota. I mean, he's okay, but like most of the stuff's like, I feel like if he's gonna go anywhere, he'll probably go back to Tennessee.
Oh,
Okay. But
He
okay.
didn't even look good in his Wildcat packages. Like I'm sorry, I'm not sold on Mariota. That's the thing about the NFL. If you're not the guy, you don't become the guy.
didn't he get hurt after running one wild card play like in the very
I
beginning of the
think so.
season?
I think it was
forgot
last
about
year, I believe.
Last question about this Super Bowl. Will the Bengals be back in the Super Bowl within 10 years? 10 years.
It's possible. It's possible.
I mean, they got
Because
Joe
me-
Burrow.
To me, I honestly feel like this was the stars aligned perfectly and they were in the right place at the right time. It's going to be hard. You got to get past Mahomes. You got to get past that.
They
top
took
five
him
quarter-
down, though.
You
They
got to
took
get
him
past
down.
the Bills. The Bills are going to be a stalwart. And I don't know, 10 years? I don't know. I think this was an interesting opportunity. I don't know. Chat, let us know. What do you think?
Scooter, when you were bringing up Mahomes, I thought you were talking about the rift between him and Eric Bieniemy that was like talked about on Twitter like over the last 24 hours.
Oh, no.
Like a hit piece on
I
Eric
didn't even see
Bieniemy
that.
and him and Mahomes not getting along, and how Bieniemy's been an issue for their offense, and that's
What?
why they haven't extended him, or that might be another issue in terms of why he hasn't gotten a job.
I haven't seen any of that. I'm going to have to research that.
A little drama
Yeah.
for you.
Well,
I know
But-
Maybe Brittany Matthews got involved.
Before
with
we
that.
move on, though, from this Super Bowl, it's only right that we talk about one of, if not the best, halftime shows of all time. Where
Yes,
are we
do have
ranking
to
this?
reset that.
What are you thinking about this? Where was Ice Cube? What do we think of the show? And the commercials, too. What was your favorite commercial on the Super Bowl? Do we even care about the commercials? 5, you're looking depressed. What's that mean?
No, I was just upset that Ice Cube, I think he spent too much time. Like he was tired from doing the NASCAR gig the weekend before. So he was just like, I can't make it to the Super Bowl. Pleasantly surprised that 50 Cent showed up, but I was hoping that Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and then an Eazy-E hologram would show up. And then we would have got, the whole NWA thing.
Is
But
Ice Cube
it just-
even friends with them though? Isn't there still?
But
like,
I think
bad blood
Dr.
between
Dre.
them?
No, I think Dr. Dre still has beef with Eazy-E's hologram. So it's
Hmm.
just not. But I thought that the Super Bowl was great, or the halftime show was great. It was definitely a kickback. If you're a Gen Xer like me, if you're old like me, like you're just reliving the days of 1993 and 1994 when Snoop Dogg finally.
Where are you ranking it?
Nostalgia. That's what it was. It did a job for-
The Michael Jackson Super Bowl show where he he spiraled up from the TV on top of the Jumbotron, and there were 6 of them, and then he somehow appeared magically on the stage. Like as 10-year-old me could not believe it. I was like, how are there 5 of him and now he's on stage?
Michael
Like,
Jackson would have liked
yeah.
to meet 10-year-old you too, Adam.
Yes, he would. That Michael
You
Jackson,
knew it was coming.
he touched a lot of people.
But then they did the
As
heal the
many as
world
he
thing
could.
too. That was
Yes.
really cool. They had everybody held up the thing.
Brandon, what are you thinking of this halftime show, though? Where does it rank for you?
Nothing will be better than Lady Gaga catching a football and jumping off stage. Greatest halftime moment ever.
She didn't break her spine either.
Greatest halftime moments, the wardrobe malfunction, and then the NFL panic.
Oh
trying to
my
promote a
gosh, I
morality code.
forgot all
man.
about that.
We got the Rolling Stones the next year because of that, and then Sir Paul McCartney after
Yep.
that.
And then I think
And
we
then
got
Coldplay.
Coldplay like in the
Yeah.
future.
Mm-hmm.
U2. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, Tom, what
Isn't
are we
this-
thinking? What are
It
we
was
thinking
very
of this
good,
halftime show?
But the
You liked
best
it?
halftime show is always going to be Prince, like in my opinion. I mean, the guy
Prince?
is literally playing Purple Rain in the rain.
In the rain.
And like he was like they were telling him to like lip sync and everything. He's like, no, Prince doesn't do that. Like that whole like little mini doc about it is amazing.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. No, it's Prince.
I
It was a very
enjoyed
good
it.
halftime show though.
Blouse.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely a top 5. Definitely top 5, top 3. I was waiting for Cube. Some people said they were looking for the Tupac hologram. Overall, though, I think it was one of the best since they switched to the performers have to pay for it. So I think since they made that switch, this has been one of the best ones.
I was also impressed that the bus, like the setup of the stage, was just a big bus that they drove in there, and it just the sides opened up. Like I wanted them to tour the streets of LA afterwards in that.
How long do you think
halftime
50
vehicle.
Cent was hanging there? That was a question on Twitter.
Guys, I'm still here.
I think he showed up skinny, and then because he had to hang upside down, it just kind of all the blood just rushed and inflated
The
his
best
body.
joke that I saw about that to answer that question was how long was he hanging there? And someone said 2 quarters. And that made me
Got him.
that was the best joke I
Okay,
saw.
if you could have your pick,
Got 'em.
who's performing in the next Super Bowl? Let's go rapid fire. Brandon, who's performing? You're picking. Who's in the lineup? Stop playing.
Let me answer last.
Okay, you're answering last. 5. You're in control. Super Bowl 50. What are we? 53.
Yeah.
You're controlling who's performing. Who is coming to the stage? Chat, play along. Okay. You can
I
all play
dug
with us.
listen, I dug Bruno Mars. I'd like to see him kind of rock it again. However, I'm going to vote against Travis Scott. I'm just going to put that out.
Okay. No Travis Scott.
Officially.
Travis Scott is out. Okay.
Yes. Weird.
Tom,
Al,
who's
that's a
coming?
great
Who's
one.
coming to your halftime show, Tom? Who's
Oh, I get
performing?
to choose anybody? Then I want like
Anybody.
Iron Maiden and like Judas Priest. Like let's just go like wild. Get some Black
Okay.
Sabbath in there too.
I
Why
agree
not?
with that. It'll never happen though. I mean,
It'll never
the
happen.
closest
but-
we're gonna get is Metallica, and they're probably not even gonna do that. We're
Tree, who's
probably
coming
gonna
to yours?
get. I mean, we're probably getting Bruno Mars again, or we're getting Taylor Swift.
Somebody said BTS. I'd like to see BTS in the cast of Squid Game.
Yes.
No, we're getting Post Malone.
Tree, who
Or
would you like to
it's
see
a
perform in the
Korean
next
invasion.
halftime show? If it were
we're
up to
getting,
you.
We're getting Fancy Like by Walker Hayes.
Whoever knows
Bro.
Guar knows.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
know why we know Guar.
Uh-huh.
I would love to see a Beyonce with Jay-Z, right? And then bring on some of the look.
Beyonce
Kanye's
puts on
down
a
bad
show.
right now. That's right now. Okay. That's now. There is room for redemption. He
Oh my
can come
God,
back.
50 Cent and Pete Davidson halftime show.
Yes,
Yes.
just to trigger Kanye
Book it.
West.
Yeah, Kid Cudi and Pete Davidson. If you want to trigger,
That's the
Kanye.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's up
Dang,
next?
I know what I want now. How many
All right,
halftime shows have
let's-
there been? Like 30, 40?
Dude,
I
we've
want-
gone from the Louisiana Southern
Artist?
University marching band to Eminem, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre.
What I want,
Mary J. Blige killed it, by the way. Kendrick Lamar
She
killed it.
did,
Let's
yeah.
not forget Mary J. Blige.
what
She
I
was
want then is I want Weird Al Yankovic doing everybody else's past Super Bowl halftime shows, but with his
In the style of Kids
Actually,
Bop.
has
Whoa.
Adele done a Super Bowl halftime show? I could get down with some Adele. It would be
like it'd
depressing
be
and all.
very
She needs some
sad.
more poppy.
Only
Yeah,
if
she needs
it's
some more
the
pop
Patriots and
songs.
Buccaneers and
Yes.
Tom Brady comes back.
And it's Hello from the Other Side.
Hello from the other side.
I can mess with some Adele. I don't like I mean, I like music, but I don't listen to music.
What's up next,
I
Five?
listen to sports talk.
What is
Okay.
up next?
Listen, we got an off season.
music.
You just get
Yes,
DJ
no,
Khaled
I
and
just- I
Jason
listen
Derulo,
to
and they just
sports
yell out their
talk.
openers the entire time.
Yes, and they tell you what year it is.
Honestly,
Jason
I would prefer Snoop Dogg
2022.
just smoking
Five. If you
entire
don't tell us
joint.
what is up next on the agenda right now,
All right, listen. Off season is here. We've made it to another off season as we started.
The
Let's
off-season
go down some
back.
important dates and just kind of talk about what we like about these events. Key dates: March 1 through 7. That's in only 2 weeks. Is the NFL Combine. My favorite. What is your favorite Combine moment? Because I know what mine is. I know
Oh, it's
exactly
the penis
what-
that came out.
Yeah.
the what?
Who is the guy? I forget the athlete. He's
Chris
running the
Jones.
40.
Chris
Yeah.
Jones,
And
penis.
his let's just say member was not properly secured in his combine issued shorts and apparently apparently was unleashed, and he was like embarrassed, though I don't know what to be embarrassed about.
He's
But
probably trying to woo some women with that.
Yes, he packed it
Man.
back in and finished the 40.
Talk
and
about a
under.
G
I think it was like
unit.
4.8, something
sorry.
like that. Yeah,
It
it just
was there.
yeah, as an average man, I was impressed.
Just look
by
up.
that.
Just type in
Just
Chris
look it
Jones
up.
penis.
Yeah, type in Chris Jones at the combine.
Chris Jones penis
Tom.
came out during the 40-yard dash at the combine. Those are the
Tom, your
headlines.
favorite combine moment that you can remember besides Chris Jones?
Not penis related, Tom.
Yes,
Keep it PG.
unphallically
Bring it
related.
back. Bring it back for us.
Bring it
Tom.
back.
I was thinking Y2K, but I don't know.
What is
Y2J, sorry.
Y2J?
No, not
C2K.
Y2. Jeez, oh my God! Did they? Now I'm thinking about Chris Jericho. What did they call Chris Johnson?
C2K.
J2K.
C2K.
C2K. Wow, I'm thinking of
C2K.
literally Chris Jericho.
Tell no one. Tell no
Terminator
one.
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love always. I used to watch religiously NFL Drafts Network coverage of the
Y2K.
combine. Like I would just be on the. I don't know. I was just watching the 40-yard dash. I was literally watching grown men run the 40-yard dash and just like, oh, okay. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one too. And then I was always fascinated on who ran the fastest every year and who could lift the most. So I would literally just be going on NFL.com and ranking, like sorting everything. Oh, who was the fastest? Oh, John Ross this year, 4.24, 40. Who lifted the most? I don't know. I was a nerd. Like
The
that.
thing I've watched John Ross's 4.240. He looks effortless when he actually pulls up injured in the middle of it, and that's like the fastest time. Like he just looks like he wasn't even running fast. I'm like, what?
It's so interesting. And then when you see the big boys moving, because I remember what I ran, right? I ran a 4.69.
You ran a 4.69?
4.69. So I'm
Nice.
just thinking, how are these defensive linemen moving faster than me? So, and I'm like, bro, they're chasing quarterbacks who I know are slower than me. I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid for you. It's just so interesting. And especially
Tree.
like seeing how much the receivers can lift too. So interesting because I can't lift as much as some of these people are doing.
Tree, what's your favorite combine moment?
My
in your
favorite
lifetime?
moment is Tom Brady looking like he's 140 pounds, dripping
Soaking wet.
sweat, and then running like a 5.6 40-yard dash.
That's a good
which would
weight.
smoke me. Which would I
great
think
weight.
when we ran in
I think
Dallas,
I would smoke
my
both of
40
us,
time
dude.
was like 5'9".
Honestly, I think when the Broncos drafted Jay Cutler, and then I found out like he set the record for bench press for quarterbacks at the time. He had like 23 reps on the bench
Damn.
press. I was like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna be really good. I'm not sure the bench press for quarterbacks matter, but I was like, we got the guy.
Jim
We got the
Druckenmiller.
strongest
Yeah.
quarterback there
You mean-
is.
It's just so interesting too because like sometimes the combines lie. Like literally sometimes these guys do terrible in the combine, but you look at their footage, you turn the footage on, Who cares what they do at the combine? I've seen you sauce multiple people in game time situations.
The 40-yard dash is a joke. Like it tells you absolutely nothing.
It just tells you top
game
speed
is
but,
way
like,
different.
It tells you if you'd be good on special teams. That
Be
that's
good on
why
track.
it's 40 yards.
Yeah.
Is because it's the average punt length. That
Really,
is
the
such
only
an
thing
arbitrary.
the 40-yard draft tells you is which players are more likely to be drafted by the Oakland Raiders. Sorry, the Vegas.
Or
Raiders.
Vegas Raiders. Yes. Now I have a question for everyone. Who here has benched 225 in their lifetime?
I
have
think
benched
I
225.
have. I'm not sure.
All right, are me and Scooter the only ones that have done a 225
I've never even
bench?
tried.
Yeah,
I know I've done
never
like
attempted.
200 a couple
I
times.
could do it like 6 times. That was my
Two plates.
That's still pretty good.
I could do 225 6 times. My max record ever is 275, which is weak, but
Not
still,
bad.
compared to an NFL player.
For a normal
who
person,
warms
that's
up
not
with
bad.
that. What's your
Not bad.
max, Scooter?
I don't know my max. Maybe like 255. I haven't maxed out in maybe like 3 years.
Like most of my time, I've done dumbbells, and my max I think was like 95, like 8 times.
I would think Tree would be the strongest because you know the bigger guys they're strong. They have to carry themselves around, so they're strong. All right, March 16th, free agency begins. A lot of moves will happen there.
Ever.
Yes, that's what I do. That's what I do to Tree. I just shame him all the time.
Dude, you shit on me all the time, and I
That's
just
it.
swore
All right,
again.
have we
But
made-
guess what? Guess what?
Tree.
This is why I don't like you,
52.
man. You keep mocking me. Yet I'm
Listen, no, I'll give you. Listen, every time that Tree and I have gone someplace, we went to Canada, we went to Daytona, we went to West Palm Beach. Every time I go to the gym at like 8 or 10 in the morning, he always goes with me, and he always works out hard as hell. So I respect Tree on that.
I'm going
for
the other
real.
way. Yeah.
Okay.
Top.
No, if y'all ever go somewhere with Tree, like he's in the gym, man. He works out. I respect it. All right, March 16th, free agency begins. Who are the big free agents here that are coming up this year?
Oh,
Is Von
want me
Miller
to
going to be
tell
out
you?
there?
A lot
yeah.
of people, man.
Yep. Devontae Adams, is he a free agent?
Monte Adams.
Could be.
Yes.
I don't think he'll
Is,
actually hit the open market, but yeah.
No.
Michael Gallup, Dalton Schultz. There are a lot of like
so
tight
for
ends.
my team,
Let me look at this tight end.
we're looking at Michael Gallup,
Roethlisberger,
Tom
potentially
Grossi,
leaving,
wide receiver.
Dalton Schultz,
Boys.
Randy Gregory. Those are like the main ones for us.
The Giants have no one I care about, no one I want them to sign, and no one like that can immediately help this team.
Oh,
That's-
what about Dante
okay.
Fowler, guys? I just saw that
he just got cut. No,
released
former
by
number
the Falcons.
3. Yeah, no. Former
Yeah,
Dante
but, I mean,
Fowler-
Dante Fowler wasn't that good.
I don't know.
there's
5. I
the
think you
tight
should
end
just go
free-
get another another wide receiver and just spend a lot of money on him.
The tight end
Yeah,
free agent market,
Kenny
there are a lot of them. Here are the
Golladay.
names: Mike Gesicki, Dalton Schultz, Zach Ertz, Gronk, David Njoku, Robert Tonyan, Evan Engram in his stone hands, Hayden Hurst, Eric Edrop, CJ Uzoma, OJ Howard,
dropped him.
Gerald Everett, Jimmy Graham, Tyler Conklin, Mo Alley Cox, and Jared Cook. On
Wow.
top.
What a story about Mo Alley.
OJ Howard's a free agent.
Yeah, Jimmy
Yeah.
Graham's a free agent. Yeah,
OJ Howard, though. OJ Howard is
OJ
too?
Howard,
Yeah.
yes. He hasn't been healthy.
Interesting.
That's
What
the problem.
happened to Jimmy Graham? Like he was so
He
great.
got old.
Yeah, he got old.
Yeah.
And then he went
Look
to
at me.
Chicago. That kills anyone that moves.
So already I've seen Cowboys fans saying that if Schultz leaves, which he might get a bag somewhere. He had a great season. He's had a couple of great seasons coupled. They want David Njoku to come. They think there'll be a lighter. He'll command less money than Schultz, and it will be just as good. And
I think he'd
honestly,
be actually really good on the Cowboys.
he might be.
Mhm.
He might be exactly what the Cowboys need. So I'm interested to see something like that. Now knowing OJ Howard is out there, could be a replacement if Schultz leaves. So those are people I would target if I were Cowboys management. Who are you guys looking at?
That's true. Tim Tebow also.
Yeah, he could
Just some
play
cats in.
tight end.
Also,
That's
true.
I don't know. I as I said, if the Giants miss again on a free agent, I'll cry in a corner.
How many
Which I can
touchdowns do you think Kenny Galladay has this year?
I think he scores -2. Somehow he fumbles and the other team picks it up. or he they try a trick play and he throws an interception and it's a pick six.
Are you going to draft another one in the first round too, like another receiver?
Yes, that is the plan. We have picks at 5 and 7, I believe, and we're going to spend them both on whatever wide receiver is of it. Whoever ran the fastest 40. Yes.
You know who made Kenny Golladay look really good?
Who?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, the best quarterback in the league, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, he was ranked number 1 by Sam
Rodgers. Again, I'm just going to use that footage against you to show to Aaron Rodgers.
He'll come to Denver just to prove me wrong, though. Might backfire.
No, he's not going to Denver. As I told you, you're getting Kirk Cousins, and you're going to like it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
April 18th. April 18th is the first OTA, so that mark that day on your calendar because that's when it feels like football. And then April 28th through the 30th, of course, is the NFL draft. We'll have coverage up to that. Yes, we'll have our own individual streams, whatever. And
so my question is, I do have a question. Who are we going to make our Divine Diablo this year? Who are we going to meme into existence?
I'm sure Brandon Perna will go find the best names.
Dive into that for the funniest names in the draft. But
there's
some good ones this year, too.
Michael Penix Jr. is not eligible yet, I don't think. And then May 1st, this is a really important date. May 1st through July 18th. We have absolutely nothing. So all of us will just be either watching baseball. I think we'll teach Tom what hockey is.
I'll be watching USFL football, baby.
We might watch the USFL,
baby.
We're going to have to
Tampa Bandits, let's go.
Right. Okay. Now let's get into some quick laundry list items before we get into the countdown.
Let's do our laundry live.
Do our laundry. Sean McVay had a rumored retirement.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? His wife had to post on Instagram saying that a 36-year-old Sean McVay is not retiring.
Hey, he would have made big bucks in TV.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
I honestly think there will be an athlete that comes out 1 year, reaches the pinnacle. They've already got all their money. They've got all their faculties, and they're going to retire early. Yeah. It might be someone who plays on the Detroit Lions again, but we'll see. I honestly think it's going to happen, and it might be in football, but I think
Gronk kind of did that. Gronk did that, and then he came back.
Gronk was banged up by injury the first time he retired. So.
What he should have done was
a WWE 24/7 champion. So he obviously reached the pinnacle of sports entertainment.
He should have enlisted in the military so that he could get a USAA discount and then return to football. That's what he should have done.
But I'm special.
What else? MLB and the MLBPA today met for 18 minutes, so we're not going to have baseball. Just forget that.
Probably. I mean, it's 15 minutes is progress, though. I think we were at about 10 minutes. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to 20 minutes, and then maybe we can, not cannibalize baseball.
There's gonna be no baseball
get
this year.
Back to playing, but it's probably not happening. So great.
Couple more things, and this is why you should punish. We should. Called the Benchwarmer League, sponsored by Benchwarmer Brew. Coffee,
really
benchwarmer.com. Benchwarmerbrew.com. Tom passed Brandon Perna in subs. So Brandon is now the least popular member of our crew.
What?
So that's why he should be punished today. Everyone should donate to Brandon.
No.
And then sub to him out of
We're not doubling down on the shame I feel.
Okay. So that he can pass Grossi again. And then Grossi can pass him one more time.
It's a popularity contest. If you're not the most popular, you're not shite. Okay? And,
but that leads me to the last question. What would each of us be if it wasn't for YouTube? Right? Because I tweeted out today, what would we be right now if YouTube never existed?
Oh.
Brandon, what would you be doing instead of this?
I'd be editing videos for somebody else and being mostly okay with it, but then about every third day wanting to punch a producer in the face, wanting to punch talent in the face, or wanting to punch my editing system in the face. If one of those people aren't messing with your life, then you have a very, very good
I could see Brandon being a very angry person all the time because of having to edit.
I had to get out of my full-time job because I was getting so like bitter about like editing notes that I disagreed with. Like it's time to go work freelance where people will respect what you're doing.
No, bro, I feel that.
What would you be? Because I know what Tom would be still teaching, right? We know that. Yeah. Getting yelled at for being a teacher, which is Tree. Oh, I want to hear Scooter's last because it seems the most interesting to me. But Tree, what would you be doing right now?
I know you'd say I'd probably be waiting tables, but I thought I probably would have left the industry in 2020 once everything fell apart with the pandemic. I mean, my hours would have been cut, pay would have been cut, tables would have been cut. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I honestly don't know what I'd be doing right now. I really
think
don't.
it would be funny if you were in customer service of some kind and you were just gave like really smart assed answers.
The problem is
have
like
you tried dying.
I wish. I mean, the problem is you can't do that because like the customers.
The calls are
right,
recorded,
and if you do that, you get fired, and it's BS.
Ben Roethlisberger just like
There
calls
are a
up
lot of
her and
customers
something. He's
that
like,
are
"Listen,
looking to punch in
Captain."
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
The captain now.
Scooter, what would you
I'm
be doing?
the captain now.
Listen, when I was 14 years old, I was on a reality show. Okay, this is true. That prompted, literally, that is why I'm doing everything that I do. So if I wasn't a YouTuber, I feel like I would still be in the industry doing
TikTok.
something. I would either be acting, I would be doing stand-up, I would be doing hosting, something inside of the industry because it's just within me. Like I grew up. I went to school for it. It's just, you see it? Look at that. Yeah, put it back up. The heck?
What?
Look at this.
Were you the first?
This is on the
bachelor?
Today Show. You got
On
to
the
meet
Today
Hoda Khattab.
Show. I have no beard. My line's a little bit messed up, but it doesn't matter. We're here. We're doing things, okay? And we're going to continue doing things because I just love it. I had a traditional 9-to-5 job and could not.
What was your
handle my
9-to-5 job?
So when you don't get Teach for America, right? I thought I was going to do Teach for America, made it to the finals, didn't get it. They send you a list of other jobs. And I did an AmeriCorps program for 10 months. I was a foster care outreach specialist. I hated it, did not like it one bit. And that is actually when I started making YouTube videos during that 10 months. And then at the conclusion, full-time YouTube, and I've never looked back since. That was 10 years ago. So
that was the slime video that I didn't get to see. So for me, I'd be firing somebody right now or yelling at somebody while firing them. I was a chill boss, but you didn't want to mess with me once I got pushed
I could see
to
you
the
being
edge.
a total like you're probably a dick of a boss. I would have been. You
I was.
You would have been one of the guys I'd punch in the mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That seems like you'd be that kind of dude.
But I'd probably,
hey,
but
you're
me
the kind of
and
dude
you
that
would be
fights over
friends.
the
Managing the
people
call
under
center
the
that Tree works at.
See, I made the mistakes that bosses shouldn't make. Like I played favorites. I made some people my
like
friends.
I see a lot of that crap.
I treated others unfairly. Like when you get the authority, like you don't.
And I would have been one of the guys you trample on, and I'd have resented you for it. So
yeah, probably. No, we probably would have gotten along. All right. Last, we still have 2 more minutes. I want to ask this question too. How long would we last as professional athletes on the football field? I've always wanted. I think all of us here understand how good professional athletes are, but I wonder what you would do. Scooter, like, would you be a wide receiver maybe? Like, I have no business being on an NFL football field.
Look, give me 6 months and I could last 2 quarters out there. 6 months, 2 quarters.
I can see it from you, Scooter. From you. 6 months, 2 quarters. That's none of us. Professional athletes are free.
Give me about a year. I will probably still get blown the hell off the ball. I will probably be dead in about 3 plays if I even make it that far. If I'm on the ice, I will slip and fall and probably die.
Man.
And if I at baseball, I will probably be nowhere near and tear something and die. And basketball, let's not even go to basketball.
Tree, you got the long snapping on deck. I can see it right now. You got the build and
a holder.
Quintessential long snapping build right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Brandon's smirking like he could take a couple snaps at running back.
I could play 10 years as the only white corner in the NFL.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You could be
I
the
can see
next
it.
Eric Weddle.
I can
He was
see
a
it.
Thomas
safety.
remained silent this whole time.
Because we all know what I'd be. I mean, you guys have seen the auditions. I don't really need to speak for it.
That's true. QB1.
I'd be the
Forget
most
Logan.
athletic
Wide
person
receiver
on the
one.
field every play.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my
Tyreek Hill would
special
be
teams.
scared of me.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill would say this is the one guy I don't want to ever cover me.
Look at the beard. He
Then
does
DK
not
He
care.
Metcalf
licked me
would
because
say
you licked him.
he's short, but I can't get
Mhm.
open when he's covering me.
I could see you, Brandon, doing weird stuff out there because you would be so amped up. Like you might like take your
Honestly,
helmet off and
if I-
literally lick somebody.
If I played in the NFL, my greatest strength would be saying really weird things to other guys to get in their head. I know I wouldn't be the most skilled, but I would say some stuff that would.
I would say haunting things.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
Give
so
us one
much
right
that-
now, Brandon. Right now.
Yeah.
Just off the
We're
cuff.
lining up. We're lining up here.
Right
I'm
now.
like,
We're
yeah,
lining up.
let's go, white boy.
And
What are we gonna
hear-
do right now, huh?
What do we
Come
hear?
on, you can't cover me.
What's the
I ran
retort?
a 4.340.
What's the retort?
Okay, maybe I wouldn't be very good at this.
Guys, you're looking at this the
Golly,
wrong
on the
way.
spot.
Here's what
Listen,
you're saying. It's like
that was weak.
nobody loves you. You're a horrible person. You're gonna die alone.
He talked
There you
all
go.
this.
I would say something like,
Your parents are divorced.
What type of trash talk is this?
"No,
What?
do you think the
What?
inside of a horse's mouth or a jellyfish tastes better?"
Man, that's a touchdown. They just scored
The play,
several
the play
touchdowns.
ran while you were
Right.
saying jellyfish.
guys, you're going about this the whole wrong way. You just line up across them and you go 53 Willoughby Lane. That's where you live, right?
Let me score this
They're
or
just
else.
like,
That's it.
what?
No,
That's
no,
my
you do.
homie.
No, what you do is you bring out his girlfriend's or his ex's phone number.
Yeah, that's instigator. Yeah, that's
There you go.
Or look at this
RDC
one,
World
412
says that's the
577.
Hey guys, look, come
Use
back
that over
the
next week
weekend.
where we
That's
go
your
over
girlfriend's
trash
number, right?
talking and how
Yeah.
to get inside
I
your
get her.
opponent's
How
head.
about trash talking?
I'll
Okay,
tell you
let's
it's
do the
already.
countdown. We made it an hour.
Read off
Let's
their
see. I
social
think
security
I have
numbers
I
too,
have a
Tom.
suspicion that Brandon's gonna have to shave the rest of his face. Let's do the
Good.
countdown. Let's
No, no,
start
no,
it.
no.
Brandon,
5, 4,
4, 3,
3,
1.
42 Wallaby Way,
2.
Sydney. Are we gonna play it?
42 Wallaby Sydney.
I clicked. It wouldn't play.
Do the song.
It was not
Do the
my
song.
That's what they all say.
Do it. Ready? Go. 17, 19, 13, 4.
Cooper.
Some of y'all will be
I know
sitting
that
on the
nobody-
floor.
Nobody cares.
What
Nobody
is
cares.
it about
Nobody
Tom
cares.
Grassi?
Nobody cares.
Everybody join his tiny little posse that has more subs than Brandon Perna.
Punks. Ooh, we got a last minute dono.
Kip donating to
Oh,
Fitty.
okay, Kip got it in.
Oh,
Got
it in
under the
swing
wire.
things, that could swing it.
I just got 178.58.
All right, I got 37.88. Uh-oh, flatulent one.
I got 68.85. You know what? That's a good day for me.
165.68.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
perfect.
we
Brandon,
did
Brandon.
it.
Come on, Brandon.
$338.94.
There you go, baby.
94 cents was egregious, okay?
Yeah,
That's
that was
too
too
No,
far.
they should have gone 95 cents.
I think you should have to shave your face and learn how to gritty. And it better be better than Adam Schefter's freaking gritty with the bees and all that stuff.
First of all, I'll do what I want with my face. That's an instant veto.
Okay, that's not no.
Because I might be shaving it anyway. How's that a punishment?
You could have gotten away with that, buddy.
Yeah,
Like,
you messed up. You messed up, Perna.
Played
You should have
it
just.
hard.
You
You should've just-
oh, I gotta shave my face. No, and then you do
yeah,
it.
it's
kinda-
You had it.
It was the
Like I'm
softest
20.
punishment.
It was a layup.
ever.
We were
That
setting
was a
you up
layup.
for the
All
layup.
right. You want to be like that? What do we got to
Hey,
get?
you know
what do we
what
got
would
for
be, you know what would be
Perna?
a good
Just
punishment?
wanted the subscriber
Making me
thing.
be an attentive father for an entire day.
As
That'd be
your
so
punishment, you must
So
spend
hard.
time with your child and document it.
Mhm. Actually,
Chat,
that's
what do
what
we-
that should be the
Punishment,
punishment.
okay, got
you
it
should
with
have
the
you should have to babysit the daughter while you do the show. And that should be the punishment.
Chat, let us know.
that
Throw
the
out some
daughter
ideas.
Has to be down there, and you've got to watch her and make sure she doesn't hurt herself on your gym
Ooh.
equipment.
I might
You
have to
What
do
about
that
this
upstairs, but we
what
can-
about this one? What about
You got to
this
put
one,
up a
guys?
baby gate.
we
I got
make
baby
him
tape.
do 3 of the combine activities.
Ooh.
What are we thinking? Like he has to run
Ooh,
the
a combine
40,
tape.
225.
Average guy does the combine. All
See
right.
how many
yes.
times he can lift 225?
Hold on,
And
let's
then what-
select this. Vertical
Uh,
leap,
I can.
Wait, hold on.
vertical leap,
Jump. Yeah. So
40
his
yard,
40-yard dash.
cone drill.
No. And
I
then
could
just
count
3.
it.
Just
You
3.
don't want to do cone drill? Listen, no, this is a punishment. Cone drill
But that's
and
not like
max
the
bench.
iconic. That's not like the iconic draft stuff. Like I
Yeah,
think of
guys.
draft. I think of 40-yard dash. I think of vertical test, and I think of 225.
Yeah.
Right. Pumping. I
You
think.
can get a
Look,
spot.
how many times can Brandon lift 225? Make your bets, chat, right now in the
Bet on
comments.
0.
Make your bets.
Wait.
Oh, we're
wait.
gonna find
What
out how
if-
weak I am.
24-hour
I
babysitting
don't like it.
live stream.
What if
Go on.
Brandon had to take his wife Jess out? Wait for it. Had to
Okay.
take her out,
Tom.
and they went out to dinner, and it was a really nice evening.
Oh.
And
Hey.
then wait, then they like went to sleep at 8:30.
Wow.
Just saying.
That sounds like heaven.
That
That
sounds
sounds
like-
That sounds like life in
night
general.
if you're married.
That's what he
Sound-
can do after the combine.
Yes,
Huh?
after the combine.
Recreate Brady's draft
I'm
video.
voting for combine tape. I want his measurables. I want to know exactly how tall he is, how much he weighs. I want him
Man.
to
Combine
just
tape
go
too,
through
just
the
because
combine.
I vote
And,
combine because it can be repurposed
Right.
on TikTok and
Okay.
Instagram and Twitter. I think.
and
make a
I
combine
want
tape.
him to recreate the Chris Jones incident by wearing a banana hammock of some kind while he sprints down. And I know that it would probably be difficult given I know Brandon's actual height.
You don't got a blur bar big enough to handle that.
No, you don't.
Or
Are we
small
agreeing
enough.
here? Combine tape.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I agree.
He's got a
Yeah.
park. I know where he can go to go do it. Little elementary school nearby.
agree.
Though I don't think he's allowed near it. Yeah. We'll just we'll see
I
you
can make
guys.
one.
Are we gonna
What's
do
coming
this
out?
next week? Are we taking
No.
next week
I
off?
think
or are
we're
we gonna
taking
do
a
this?
week off,
Taking a
guys.
week
So
off.
we'll see you guys in 2
Yes.
weeks.
We've earned our off season, and then
2
it'll be our
weeks.
1 year anniversary. My kitty costume comes as well, so I'll be doing
I
that.
have a punishment to do as well. I think it's Commander's gear and a
Yes,
Commander's
the
song.
Commander's gear.
My 49ers
and-
Robbie Gould thing came in finally.
So
Yes, so we've
those
got
2
we're
weeks
due.
were gone, though. What can they expect on our channels? They're gonna not see us for 2 weeks. What can they expect on our channels? Let's just go up and around. Brandon, what's coming out on your
Oh.
channel the
I'm
next 2
working on
weeks?
a new USFL video. So
Oh, squeeze those views, baby.
updates
Squeeze
for
those
that.
views.
people
I'm
dig it.
doing Wire the Giants so bad. A little 5-year history of why
Wow.
the Giants are so
That must
bad.
have
It's
been
gonna be really
cathartic.
good. It wasn't. It was awful. I had to relive all of Dave Gettleman's awful moves. Tom, what's coming out?
Tonight is a Ravens fan reaction video.
Oh yes, I love
That
those.
took like
I love those.
35 minutes to film. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Nice
So-
suit.
Did you dress
Yeah.
as an actual Raven?
I covered my body in bubble wrap because of
Who
all the
has
injuries.
more? Who has
Nice.
more gear from other teams, Tom or Scooter?
It's me. I got every college team.
Yeah, that's true. And you have every NBA team as well.
NBA.
You should buy all the NHL jerseys just because they look awesome.
I might.
A good punishment would be seeing how many of the shirts Scooter could put on at once.
That would be awesome. That would be.
That actually would be a good one.
Save that for next week. In 2 weeks. Tree, what's coming out on the channel?
NFL season debriefing. Just have to render it. Should be out tonight.
Nice. And Scooter?
We got the NBA trade deadline video dropping tonight. And then over the next 5 months, we're doing every team postseason conference. So prepare. Get ready. We're doing it, all 32. And then we're doing NBA. It's happening just like that.
Can we get a crossover between you and Tom, like where you guys just do it to do the?
I mean,
reaction?
you're gonna see Tom. You're gonna see all of these people in these various videos. So cameos will be had. So just prepare.
How did Tree just switch like that? What?
Infinity Stone.
I don't know.
All right, there we go.
Did we do it?
I think we're out. I think
Okay.